I am evil incarnate. I am the destroyer of your world. Let's see how we are doing. Staring Eyes, the first one, and he says, "Yee." It's alive! Killbot's alive! For anyone who doesn't know, that is Ghoul off of the Splatter Thrash album. That's where the first part of the channel name comes from. So, how the fuck is everyone? Congrats on 10K. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This one's for all of you because, as it turns out, I cannot do live streams from the YouTube app until I have 10,000 subscribers. So, now that I do, time to get some vanilla frappes over here and let's see. Now, looks as if the comments are flying by, so I'm gonna see if I can answer everybody as quick as I can. Let's see, love your comment. This is beating Cover Killer Nation streams by 20 or 30 people watching. Oh, well, don't worry. Cover Killer Nation's doing it for a good cause. I would love to do a video with him someday. Hey, guys, you should send a message saying that he should make a collab with me. Owen McGrath, hi, Owen. Let's see, what kind of metal is your favorite? Well, I don't have a favorite, although I will say that I really enjoy death metal a lot. I love black metal a lot, grindcore, doom metal, goth metal. Whisker Biscuits by Skate Punk. Whisker Biscuit. I like good, tasty Whisker Biscuits. But, I mean, trying to pick my favorite metal subgenre is like trying to pick favorite children. I just can't do that. Now, what are some of your favorite doom metal bands? From Paul H. Well, I really like Sleep, if you want to call them doom metal, but I also really like My Dying Bride a lot. Let's see who else. Brain's kind of fried at the moment. Let's see, best Terrorizer song. Well, I mean, it's Terrorizer. You can't not like Terrorizer. Oh, what about Paradise Lost? Yeah. But, like, the entire World Downfall album is just a masterpiece. Oh, yeah, and Candlemass. And St. Vitus, too. Thank you guys for getting my brain going. I just completely blanked for a second. Let's see. What's your favorite death metal band? Personally, I like Autopsy the most. I mean, and Death, like, close by. And I see a few people commenting on here that Chuck Schuldner's birthday was yesterday. That's right, he would have been 50 years old. Could you imagine how different things would be if Chuck were still alive today? Could you imagine his commentary on the state of metal today and how expansive it's been? I mean, you know, as much as I love Death, you know, you can't deny that Control Deny was just unbelievably awesome. And I think that he would have put Death on hold for a few years to pursue the Control Denied thing. But yeah, I mean, and it just so happened I hit 10,000 subscribers on Chuck's birthday. So seems like the power of metal is on my side. Let's see. Ever heard of X-Hoarder? Hey, absolutely. Definitely great groove metal. And they're always getting pissed in interviews that people are always bringing up Pantera with them. Thoughts on Discordant Axis? Oh my god. The Inalienable Dreamless is just unfucking believable. Love it. Favorite Rick Astley song? Oh, you're just asking for it. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Would you make a project with other YouTubers? Absolutely. I love doing things. Hey, look, it's Wyatt XM. How you doing, dude? Hey, could you repeat your comment, please? I want to read yours. Let's see. Get my first guitar soon. Can't wait to play some fucking metal from Fishing Dude 145. Hey, dude. First guitar I played was it's that PV Predator Plus, that red one that I use. And my guitar teacher at the time, he was a big blues man. So a lot of the stuff that I taught and a lot of stuff that I still play today is pretty blues oriented. See, from Paul H. How old were you when you started listening to metal? How'd your parents react and start listening to it? Did they accept it now or still give you a hard time for it? I was about 14 when I started listening to real underground metal, and they didn't like it then. They don't like it now, but fuck them. Hey, at least my mom's side of the family enjoys it. In fact, actually, mom's been to quite a few shows with me. It's really nice, actually. And so is my grandpa, for that matter. Actually, he took me to my first death metal concert, which was Carcass and Obituary 2014. Hey man, I was asking if you heard of Zuriach by Wyatt. No, I have not. No, I have not. Thoughts on Arch Enemy. Everybody wants to know my opinion about a lot of bands. Come on, I thought we were going to talk about the videos or the state of metal or the whole the documentaries I watch or my opinion on political things or something. I don't know. You're so happy? Well, yes. It's the power of metal in life. I was actually listening to Lords of Acid before doing this, so I'm pretty pumped. You should tell us something about your favorite horror movies. My favorite of all time is Evil Dead 2. It's like my second favorite movie, period. Let's see, I also like, Dawn of the Dead, anything by Lucio Fulci. Really good stuff. That was nasty. Congrats, man, you deserved it, by Zephyrus97. Oh, I thank you. Oh, okay, now, you guys need to remember, I'm doing this on my phone. This is the first time I'm doing this on my phone, so the comments are just flying by, so if I don't get to yours in time, just bear with me, because I'm still trying to read this as fast as I can. Did you like that Origin and Municipal Waste singles that just came out by Boy He Did TV? Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's new Origin, it's new Municipal Waste. It's basically what you expect from both of them. I mean, it's been years since the last Municipal Waste album, and it's been years since the last Origin album. I definitely can't wait. I mean, hopefully with Omnipresent they can correct some of the problems. Well, I'm sorry, let me back up there. Hopefully now with their new album they can correct a couple of the problems with Omnipresent. Which was a great album, but I mean, if you watch my video, the artwork basically looked like a little gingerbread man in the middle. Ah! How do you deal with posers? Well, you show them the real deal. And if they don't like the real deal, then you tell them to get the fuck out. Thoughts on Memoriam. Pretty good. I think their second album's going to be a lot better than the one they have now. I mean, the one they have now is pretty good. I think that's a little uninspired sounding for my taste, but maybe I'm expecting a little more, given that it's like 50-50 Benediction and Bolt Thrower, but any Bolt Thrower is awesome. Do I like the Army of Darkness movie? It's basically Evil Dead 3, right, by Hodasa Yentl Life Shits. Yeah, it's like my fourth favorite movie of all time. Hail to the king, baby. Do you consider yourself a metal elitist? No, because I listen to punk, I listen to industrial, I listen to goth music, I listen to darkwave. There are occasional world music that I listen to, like an ambient music that I listen to, such as Amber Asylum, Dead Can Dance. And I do like rock, and some jazz, definitely. So, metal's not the only thing that I listen to. A lot of people forget that. But then again, I don't really post a whole lot of things on punk as much as I should. In fact, I'm getting ready to post one on the Decline of Western Civilization movies because they need to be talked about. What's your favorite black metal band? Bathory and then Dark Throne. Like, close second. Fred Durst versus Danzig by Shiver. Danzig can kick his ass. Miha Zahari, that bolt thrower shirt. Rest in peace, Martin Kearns. Hey, I agree. This one is off of their last tour, I think, and on the back of it, it says, "In a world of compromise, some don't." And I think this was on their 2014 tour. I have 3 bolt thrower shirts. Heavy Metal Birthday Cake asks, how many band shirts do you own? Given that they're the majority of my wardrobe, I probably own like 20 or 30 of them. And thanks to the Metalhead box, I can own even more of them each month. And what's cool about the Metalhead box is, you know, I buy their box, and I wear shirts for a lot of years. So, you know, this is going to take care of my shirt situation for a lot of years. Wolfpack Winter says, I've legitimately been asked the question, what is Iron Maiden? It's sad, really. Hey, what's the answer that you give? Do you tell them the torture device, or do you tell them the band? I'd say give them both. Hannah says, you should do a video on your shirts. I already do a video on my shirts. Now, let's see. Aja Jacopek, am I saying that right? What shampoo do you use? At the moment, I use Suave. You know, the shampoo conditioner set, and I also use the Cantu hair leave-in conditioner that you're supposed to put on your hair when you get out of the shower while it's still wet. Let's see. Lars Wired, notice me senpai. You're noticed. Do you like, let's see, El Chazo, do you like folk punk or any other crazy punk genres? Not in the fucking slightest, it can all suck my cock. Give me some real punk, like some Discharge or some Black Flag or some Ramones or something. What was your first show, and how did it affect you musically from Metal Mullet? The first concert I ever been to was Kiss, the Live 35 tour. And at that point, I realized that if you're going to have a band as big and awesome as Kiss, then you need to have bands that are worthy of opening for them. Because the first 3 bands, well, on that bill were emo rock bands, and they were absolutely fucking horrible. One of them went on to be big for like 2 months. The Academy Is, I think they're called. What a shitty name for a band. But you know, they were on that stage for like an hour, and they were terrible, and everybody kept saying, get off the fucking stage, let Kiss play, and Kiss was awesome, so whatever. What's your favorite video on your channel from Deadpool, the bolt thrower video, to be honest with you? Part of it's because of the circumstances surrounding it, but Staring Eye, do you like Gojira? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I don't listen to him religiously, but... Chase Penny, it pisses me off when I see kids wearing metal shirts and thinking they're edgy and shit. Hey, I totally agree with you, man. I mean, if they're into the music, fine. If they're not, then they need to just get the hell out, because, like Nails said, you'll never be one of us. I was wondering where you got your population reduction tee from Ben Hammer. Actually, I am friends with one of the members. I have been for years, so I actually own 2 population reduction shirts. Carrie U, LMAO Course Pain. Hi, Carrie, how you doing? Crud. Alessandro Napoli, where's the name Killbot&GorGorAttack come from? Well, Killbot is a character in the Ghoul lore, and Gorgor is a character in the Guar lore. Carrie U, hey Tony. Yeah, hi. Population reduction sucks ass. Yes, they do. Connor Stratton, do you loathe 80s hair metal? No, I do not. I don't really like it, but I don't loathe it either. I mean, there's some stuff that I can still listen to, like, you know, there are like 2 Motley Crue songs I like, and then, and then Guns N' Roses, if you consider them hair metal, which I don't really, I consider them more hard rock, but, I like them quite a bit, but like some of that stuff, it obviously did not age well. Oh, Lord. So, it's time for a joke. Time for a joke. So, a couple got married, and they were going to the hotel for their honeymoon, and they had this agreement that they weren't going to have sex until they got married. So they were getting ready to do their thing at the hotel room, and before they take their clothes off, the wife says to the husband, honey, I have a confession to make. I realize that we have this thing that we wouldn't have sex until we were married, but I just wanted to confess that I had sex with Tiger Woods long before I met you. He said, okay, well that's in the past, you're with me now, so let's try it out. So they did their thing, and after it was over, the husband rolls over, and he picks up the phone. The wife's like, who are you calling? Well, I'm calling room service. That's not what Tiger would do. Well, what would Tiger do? Well, Tiger would roll over and do it again. So the husband hung up the phone, and he did it again. Same thing. He rolled over, picked up the phone to call room service. She was like, who are you calling? Oh, I'm calling room service. I'm hungry. That's not what Tiger would do. Well, what would Tiger do? Well, he'd roll over and do it again. So he did it again, and this went on about 3-4 more times. Finally, they get done. Husband rolls over. He picks up the phone. Wife's like, now who are you calling? I'm calling Tiger Woods. Well, what do you want to talk to him for? I gotta figure out what the hell part of this hole is. Thank you very much. El Chazo, quick, there's an army of posers and emos coming at you. Which metal or punk musicians, dead or alive, you would bring up to fight against the oncoming horde? Well, I would bring up Joey Ramone, and I would bring up Chuck Schuldiner, and I would bring Dimebag, because if you're from Texas, that means that you like to fight a lot, especially with his big fucking guitar. I would also bring back Martin Kearns, because I'm sure that he can hit the shit out of people with his drumsticks and shit. That'd be really nice. Are you in any bands from is this a username? No, I'm not in any bands. Unfortunately, in the area that I live, there are no musicians that are disciplined enough to be in a band or practice, and you know, if they are, then they're not into metal, and I would rather play metal than blues or country. Okay, join Vorbid then. We need a sax player from Michael Erickson. Man, you're always asking me to join the band. Why don't you guys come to America and I can join you? The Chaosity 11. Favorite Cannibal Corpse album? Tomb of the Mutilated. Oh! Yeah. Lemore 7, Black Metal Werewolf. What about him? I am Killbot. You are talking to Killbot here, children. Let's see. Favorite bass line from Kenny McCormick? I really like the bass line to Sleep by Dystopia, to be honest with you. Metallica System of Avenged Park. How many times have you been told that you look like Dave Mustaine? Way too goddamn many. Aren't you guys bored with saying that I look like him? Can't you say that I look like Kronos, or that new guy that everybody talks about, that Andre something, whatever his name is? I mean, I don't care, but... Let's see. Okay, let's see. What's your opinion on Slipknot from The Amazing? They're good if you're trying to get into metal, but if you're getting into the real metal, then you're gonna find, you're gonna find that they're weaker than Mild Sauce. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just moved on from that. You know, that's stuff you listen to when you're 12, 13, but you want to get into the real stuff. Listen to, like, Queensryche or Atheist or something. I don't know. Do you like deathcore from Not Anyone Important? No, I do not, because I listen to death metal. I don't listen to deathcore because, you know, deathcore, a lot of it just that's like 50% of the songs. I don't really. Plus that auto-tune vocal thing and the pig squeals. I fucking hate pig squeals. Hate them. Raul Garcia Productions, Killbot. Hey, how you doing? Hey, this guy did the new channel banner. So everybody go look at his shit on Instagram because he's talented as hell. And if you want him to do any custom artworks, you can probably talk him into it. He's all like, oh my god, I can't do it. I'm so limited with my supplies. But he can do it. Trust me. The Rubinator. Who would you bring back, Euronymous or Dead? I would bring back Dead because he seemed like a pure soul. You know, he was a pure human and he was so lost. And, you know, he just needed somebody to listen to him. And he was such a nice, good person. And Euronymous, you know, apparently he was telling him, oh yeah, you should kill yourself. That would make you all notorious and everything. So you know, Euronymous, no, not cool, dude. I mean, you might be dead, but that still wasn't nice of you to do. I'm saying that to you from this mortal plane, and hopefully you're watching on whatever mortal plane you're on. Tim 8513, please notice me. You're noticed. Let's see. Dang Jesus 69. I don't like Varg. Hey, I don't like his views. But I'll tell you what, I did send the Black Metal Joker video link over to his email, so I don't know if he's ever going to watch that video or not. Hopefully he does. I mean, it would be cool if he does. But I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens. I mean, he's pretty big on YouTube. I probably should have sent it via private message for his YouTube channel. Aya Lamille, what are your thoughts on homophobia in metal? Hey, one of the most badass metal frontmen in history is gay. That Rob Halford. Yeah, I love Rob Halford. So I mean, I think metal is for everybody, of all races, all orientations, all genders. I mean, I think that's only for people who like metal that are supposed to listen to them. But if you're, you know, I don't really give a fuck about your sexual orientation as long as you can stir up a mosh pit, play good music, you know. Mario Garcia, do you like Ghost? Actually, yes, I'm going to see Ghost in July. I mean, I've never seen them live. I've only listened to their first couple albums so far, but from what I understand, they're a better live show than they are an album band, so. Dangerous Melon, do you like the Metal Monsters band Lastravi? Good fucking shit. Let's see. Music Feeds the Soul says, where do you get your t-shirts and merch from? Most of the time I get it from a store in Lancaster, Pennsylvania called Angry Young and Poor. I go there a couple times a year and I walk in there in person, and usually when I walk in there I don't leave until I spend like $50 at minimum. So, and they have a great online store too if you guys want to check it out, because they also sell a lot of patches, they sell a lot of posters, a lot of CDs. I mean, the stuff that they sell is just unbelievable. Like, their selection is huge. You know, it's funny, you know, I start talking about Philadelphia in my live streams or in my videos, and, you know, the people who are from Philadelphia that are watching, they'll ask me, oh my god, are you from Philly? I'm from Philly too. And it's like, no, I only go there a couple times a year. I have family in Pennsylvania. So, it's great how passionate some of these Philly viewers get. It's really amazing. Like I deliberately put Long in the Tooth in the Choosing Death video just in the hopes that Albert Mudrian or somebody from Philly recognizes the store, because I've been there quite a few times. Oh, Lord. Raymond Penland, do you consider black metal by Venom to be truly black metal? Personally, I consider it to be thrash, but you know, if you want to call it black metal, maybe proto-black metal, I don't care. I mean, I think Hellhammer's more inclined to be called black metal than Venom ever was. But then again, I mean, Bathory came out in 1984, black metal came out in like 1982, I think, so, I mean, I don't know. Machine Head 55, thoughts on Anal Cunt? I actually have their first album in that vinyl collection. Pretty damn good. The Great Cornholio, how long did it take for you to grow your hair? Started growing it when I was 14. I'm 21 now, and it would be longer, but a couple of the people that I took it to, a couple of people that I went to get it trimmed were incompetent as hell, so they fucked up and hatcheted my hair. So, you know, you gotta be real careful when you're growing your hair out. Make sure that you go to people you can trust. Because believe me, it might take you years to grow your hair, but Nana Bertha, just cut it yourself, man. Hey, I wish I knew how to do it. I don't think I trust myself enough at the moment to do it. I mean, I could probably get good at it, but I mean, it's... Let's see. Matt Gorleski. Hey, what do you think of Tool? I was actually listening to them earlier today, listening to the Anima album. You know, I was also partially thinking of them because of the new J-Hoff Films announcement. Like, yesterday they announced that they were looking for some music to put in their video. And I posted Black Metal Joker hoping that they would, you know, consider it. It was more of an attention-seeking thing. I was trying to get their attention more than anything else. I mean, I don't care if they use it or not, but... but as far as Tool... you know, relating J-Hoff and Tool, you know, I was thinking more about their video on Maynard being a wino, taking 10 years to record an album. Please, Maynard, let's record an album. I have a kid on the way. Nah, man, I'm too busy. Machine Head 55, thoughts of Exhumed. They're one of the best live death metal bands. I've seen them twice. They're unfucking believable. I wish they'd headline. Let's see. Diana Adams, thanks to my insomnia, I've ended up right here. My first time watching a love stream from, well, someone. Well, that's good. You come to the right place because your Uncle Tony is fun! So, time for another joke. This horribly, hideously ugly man walks into a bar one day with a big grin on his face. He sits at the bar, he has a drink. The bartender says, "What are you smiling so big for?" "Well, you know I live by the train tracks, so I was walking home from work last night, and I saw this beautiful woman tied up to the, train tracks. So I untied her and I took her home with me, and... To make a long story short, you know, we made love all night. Every position, everywhere in the house, for hours at a time, sometimes me on top, sometimes her on top. You name it, we've done it." Bartender slams his hand. "You lucky bastard! Was she pretty?" "I don't know. I couldn't find her head." Is this a username? I love your jokes, Killbot. Well, that's good. That's good. Hey, you know what I like about doing this from the phone? Is that there's not so much of a delay in the comments. Like with the laptop, it was just a 30-second delay or something. It seems like this is only like a 5-second or something. Really nice. The base ones of my mischief, evil thoughts. Hey, they're important for, they were important for the thrash revival, and they're a damn good band. What can I say? Relbus, Hetfield versus Mustaine. I feel like Mustaine because he has all that pent-up anger in him, like from decades on. You know, every time you see him in an interview, he's always pissed about something, man. I'd hate to be the guy that, you know, gets his order wrong at a restaurant. he'll probably write a song about it, or he'll talk about it on stage the next night. Oh yeah, there was a guy at a restaurant last night that got my order wrong. I told him no pickles, and he put pickles on it anyway, so this song's dedicated to him. It's called Head Crusher. You know what I mean? Let's see, Village Pie Troll. Do you have a Mountain Dew sticker on poster on your wall? Yep, that is a steel thumbtack type poster. A friend of mine gave that to me. Let's see. Metal Giraffe. Do you have any tattoos? No, I do not. But if I ever meet Ozzy Osbourne, Trent Reznor, Tony Iommi in real life, I'm going to have them autograph me somewhere, and then I'm going to have them tattooed over. Let's see. NN asks, better cover artwork. Morbid Angel Domination or Suffocation Breeding the Spawn? I say Domination, honestly. Breeding the Spawn has a great artwork, but it's my least favorite Suffocation album, unfortunately. Production ruins it for me. And they're one of my favorite bands. I hate that I have to say that, but I would really love to hear that thing, remixed, remastered. Lord. Whisker Biscuits. Yes, Whisker Biscuits. Let's see. Hija de la Amancrado, whatever the hell it is. Your hair is awesome. Why, thank you. Let's see. Favorite German thrash metal band? Creator. And it's probably just because I saw them in March. I mean, they were just an unbelievable show. Dexter D. Skates, what's your opinion of the Michael Graves era of Misfits? I did a whole video on it. Moshpin the Pendulum. Topkek, favorite Dying Fetus album, Reign Supreme. And honestly, I like Grotesque Impalement a lot, too. As short as it is, it's unbelievable. Let's see. I went through a metal detector naked. It still went off. Fucking brutal. Let's see. Wow, a lot of these are the same questions over and over again. Yeah, boy T, Coke or Pepsi? I'm more of a Pepsi guy myself. I mean, it's just got more carbonation, I think. Actually, I haven't drank a Coke in years. And that was deliberate, too, because I drank so much Coke when I was younger that I just got burnt out on it, never covered. I mean, I'd rather have water than Coke. Awesome Bar, guilty pleasure in music. Well, if I find pleasure in it, I have no guilt. I don't follow anyone's rules except for my own, so I listen to whatever I feel like. But I will say that there are a few 80s pop songs that I enjoy and actually have on 45 over there, so like Tarzan Boy being one of them. But Cornholio Burton, you sound like Kurt Cobain. Oh, Lord, don't remind me of him. Let's see. Fire Drone 111, favorite Metallica member. I don't know. I really like Jason Newsted quite a bit. I mean, he seems like a cool dude. Like the bass players seem like really nice people. Wolfpack Winter, are you religious? Not in the fucking slightest. I hate religion. I mean, I respect it if you're into it, but just keep it away from me. Marlo Donizetti, apart from metal, do you like anything else? Well, music, yeah, sure. Industrial, punk, like world type stuff. I mentioned earlier, Dead Can Dance, Amber Asylum, some jazz, but as far as other things, I don't know. I really like sleeping. I like the occasional video game. I like horror movies. So, I mean, Holy Diver, Iron Maiden, or Gwar? Gwar. Simple. Let's see. Nah asks tits or butts. Butts. Butts are great. Diego's Machias, how do I find metalheads at school? Well, the primary thing would be you decorate yourself into the forces of the metal, such as the shirts, or you can draw it in your notebook and hope that somebody walks by and sees it. You can draw it on your arm or something if you're bored at lunch. I don't know. Donnie M, favorite Nile album. Annihilation of the Wicked. You know, when I was first getting into them, my favorite was Amongst the Catacombs of Never Cobb, but the more I listen to Annihilation, the more I appreciate how technical and unbelievable it is, you know? Ya boy T, make shirts. I would love to make shirts. Really expensive, but as soon as I can get the funds to do so, I will do that. Because they're, like, Black Metal Werewolf just got robbed a couple $100 off those patches that he was trying to get ordered. And I would like to make buttons and stickers and patches myself, so maybe that will help out with this whole advertiser situation. Let's see, Mom Cooper, hey, sorry about my username. My brother changed it and now I can't change it back for some reason. Just want to say I'm sick right now and your live stream literally made my day. Well, thank you. Thank you. That's what I do. I make your day. Oh Lord. But seriously, this advertiser situation, you know, it's you know, I feel like it's like YouTube's deliberately trying to kill off the smaller channels and just keep the big ones. It's like first the algorithm fucks up around Christmas time, and now this whole advertiser thing, they don't want anybody up here. Fuck them. Cosmo Style, I like your room, okay, I speak a very good English, super. Hey, why, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's see, Matt Gorleski, how long is a Skype session if I pay $30 on your Patreon, or is it as long as you want? Well, I mean, I'll have to think about that. I haven't really thought about it, really. I'd more like, I'd say maybe an hour, 2 hours. Definitely be fun. I mean, I would also definitely have to work that around the other stuff that I do, but definitely get in touch if you're gonna do that. Cornholio Burton, Black Metal Werewolf's the best. No, I'm the best. But he's cool too. Let's see. Do you like Vital Remains? Of course. Well, why is everybody asking me what my favorite stuff is? Why can't we talk about, like, the videos and stuff? Or, like, anything else? Yeah, talk about the metal. Now, let's see. Is there a metal store that sells really cheap quality merch? Well, cheap merch throws a big curveball into it, doesn't it? I will say that if you go to Relapse's store online, you know, they'll definitely sell you great stuff. You just got to look. Shiver, do you get comments from people about gingers having no soul, etc., just to annoy you? Why would I care? I'm not redheaded. Everybody thinks I am, but I'm not. Let's see. Nathan Panek, if I want to get into some good death metal, where should I start? Well, you should start with Autopsy. Mental Funeral, preferably. And then you go for any death album, you know, any of them. And I want to say Obituary, Slowly We Rot, and Suffocation, Effigy of the Forgotten. Definitely. Oh, Lord. Fire Drone 111. Can you do more story videos like that metal and school video? I might do a concert stories video at some point, but I feel like every concert I go to, I have a new story to tell, so that's part of why I haven't done it. I mean, if I do that, I'll probably do like 1 or 2 at a time, but let's see. Masky Chain asks, any video you're dreading to make? Well, I know that the grief video, whenever I get to that, you know, that's going to be a really big production because I'm going to try to have a lot of things in it. There's also a couple of places that I want to film that are a little dangerous. Chase Penny, I saw you at a venue in Greensboro. Are you talking about the Blind Tiger? That was probably me. Julius Bulla, I want to get into grindcore. What are some good albums to start with? Well, go for Terrorizer's World Downfall. Go for Pig Destroyer's Prowler in the Yards. I want to say Nazem's Human 2.0 is really awesome. Brutal Truth, Need to Control, definitely. Repulsion's Horrified. Those are just a few. Go for it. Diana Heneo. Well, congratulations on your 10K subscribers. My question is, do you know anything about the Bulgarian black metal scene? Can't come up with anything smarter at this point. Whoops. Thank you very much for writing. For black metal, I'm not too familiar with stuff that goes on in the Bulgaria, but I'll see what I can do. What's your opinion on Rammstein from LMD Soul? Rammstein's good if you're just getting into industrial, but honestly, they get old. I mean, they're okay. Creator or Anthrax? Anthrax. Yog Sothoth. Possess is making a new album in 2018. Are you excited about it? Absolutely. All they gotta do is make sure that this one's produced right. Beyond the Gates could have been fucking incredible, but the production on that one sucked. Uh-oh. Carrie U is angry. Creator is clearly superior. Sometimes. Connor Brinley, what's your favorite video you made so far? I really like your Metalhead review. The Ball Thrower video probably, but I also really like Black Metal ASMR and Black Metal Joker quite a bit too. But the Metalhead video, I would definitely put that in my top 5 because it was difficult to make, but the end result was absolutely great. Who's the heaviest metal band you know from Heavy Metal Derp? Let's see, Godflash is definitely up there. Because, I mean, they're just unbelievably heavy. I also want to say that Cannibal Corpse, the newer stuff, is definitely heavy. Suffocation is unbelievably relentless. Obituary, obviously. So, I mean, this is all stuff that we all should know. Evan Morris, do you support local death metal bands, local metal bands? Well, hey, I mean, all of our favorite bands were local bands at one point, so Blake the Kid, Mountain Dew or Monster or Red Bull or Nas? Mountain Dew. Tastes better than all of them. Alvin Devora, do you like G.G. Allen? Yeah, sure. He was pretty cool. Steve Carabine, what's the next band you're going to do a vinyl review for? Probably Grief, even though not everything I own by them is vinyl. Because if you're collecting Grief vinyl, then you're just asking for trouble because a lot of them are pretty expensive. The Bunny Barn by Jax. I really loved the Metalhead video both you made. I can tell all the hard work you put into it. Why, thank you. And it's a good thing that everybody likes that video because, unfortunately, I think the data for it is completely gone because the 3 or 4 projects that I separately made for that video that I mentioned in the difficulties video, I deleted one of them and the data went away completely and all the rest of them. I don't know why. Just complete bullshit. Matthew McGinn, are you planning on doing another metal movie review? Absolutely, as soon as Deathgasm 2 comes out. How long until the Decline vid from Yeah Boy T? Well, I mean, sometime this week, definitely. I mean, I gotta write the script. Macho Memes, I want to get into black metal. What bands can you recommend me? Immortal. Early Satyricon. Oh, Lord. Staring Eye, what are your thoughts on Hardwired? I haven't listened to it. Alcohol, no. This is Starbucks. Let's see. Excited for Dying Fetus' new release, if you know about it. Actually, the music video for the first song on their new album, that's the same place where I saw Ghoul the first time in Philly, the Voltage Lounge. it's a surprisingly small stage, but somehow they were able to get it done. It's definitely nowhere that Gwar can play, but Yog Sothoth, who is your favorite vocalist for Bolt Thrower, Carl Willits or Dave Ingram? I like them both, but I feel like Carl Willits is definitely Bolt Thrower's vocalist. And what's cool about this is, Dave definitely brought in a new flavor to Bolt Thrower, but he actually saw that video and he commented on it. He said it was one of the best video reviews he ever saw. So I'm amazed he didn't want to rip my throat out for saying what I said. I didn't even rip his heart out for it. I just said that, even though his vocals are good, I still prefer Carl. But he probably agrees at this point, because people have been saying that ever since that album came out. Now, personally, I would have loved to have heard Bolt Thrower with Martin Van Drunen. I would have loved to have heard that. Let's see. Tim8513, what was the biggest thing you got in trouble for at school? Oh, man, I used to get in so much trouble when I was younger. Let's see, one of the things I did, there was this barn that was just freshly built behind the school building for like supplies and stuff. And I wrote in Sharpie on that barn, I'm big balls. The teachers saw that shit. They flipped the hell out. Oh yeah, and what else? What other trouble did I get? You're all gonna like this one. When I was in second grade, I was like 8 years old, and we were making these paper Easter baskets, and these little paper Easter bunnies that we decorated and drew on and everything. And I drew a dick on my Easter bunny, and the teacher saw it. She flipped shit. She flipped shit. And then we went to the principal's office. And the principal chewed my ass out over it. But then, as I was sitting in his office while he went to the bathroom and get coffee or whatever, he carried the Easter bunny with him. And I could see, he was showing it to his secretary, who was like, hey, look at this. And she was like, it's like, you motherfucker, you're yelling at me for drawing that, and yet you're showing your goddamn secretary. And then, of course, one of my parents came to the school to deal with the issue. And I was out of the office at that point, but he showed my parents that Easter bunny, and then they just like chuckled. They like cracked up right there in the office. So and it wasn't even a laugh. It was just like a. I think the principal at that point knew that there was just no hope in the situation. Unbelievable. Let's see. Combine 047. What's your favorite country for death metal, thrash metal, and black metal? Well, for death metal, I want to say, I don't know. It's hard to pick because I like the American stuff, I like the Canadian stuff, I like the Swedish stuff, but I can tell you, for thrash metal, I like the German stuff a lot, and for black metal, I like the Norwegian stuff a lot. So, how long did it take for you to get your first 100 subscribers from Probability Death? I want to say about 10 months because, by that time I think I posted the Nile video. I might have only had 75 subscribers at that point. I can't remember. Alejandro Napoli, your height. I am 6 even. Owen Charles, what's your favorite YouTube channel? The Angry Video Game Nerd, Cinemaster. Angry Video Game Nerd is my favorite, period. Jared Sundberg, favorite food, pizza. Definitely, I eat one pizza a day. No kidding. Red Baron, have a whole fridge full of them. Chase Penny, do you read comics? Absolutely. The Crow, Batman, things like that. Soto Boobs phone, have you ever done drugs? No, I have not. No, I have not. I have music for that. I'm trying to get into Dio. What song should I listen to other than Holy Diver? Man, that's entry-level stuff. You should already know this. Go listen to Dream Evil or something. You like Spawn by Mr. Green? Absolutely. Them and Vampire Erotica, which is basically a very similar style. Oh, Lord. Cole Phillip, what is your favorite video game console? Super Nintendo. Definitely. Most of my favorite games are on there. Pure North, have you ever been approached to do gay porn? I'm not gay, I'm straight. Bridger Harrison, if it had to be in one band, what would it be? If what had to be in one band? I didn't understand your question. Blake the Kid, Kiss or AC/DC? AC/DC probably, just for the big impact that they had on me. I mean, they're the band that got me into music, generally. Mac Diddles, why the fuck is this on my recommendations? Because it's good for you and you know it. Trust me. Mario Donizetti, do you like Manowar? They can't stop us, let them try. For heavy metal, we will die. Mark Mental, Carcass or Dead Infection? As much as I like Dead Infection, I gotta say Carcass. But, whatever. Kenny McCormick, have you ever gotten someone into metal? Absolutely. I've gotten several people into metal. I mean, like outside of the YouTube thing, I've gotten like 3 or 4 people, like classmates when I was in college. Like I got him into Ghoul, I got him into Tool, I got him into Discordance Axis, I got him into all these bands. And as far as I know, he still listens to them. Dank Jesus 69, help me Metal God, how do you go live on your phone? Well, I mean, you gotta have like 10,000 subscribers, I think, at this point. I mean, they're getting ready to make it that way it can be for everybody, but... Vince Farrow, you look 18. Nope, 21 years old. Owen Charles, where did you get the idea for the Black Metal Joker video? See, those are comments I like to read. We were doing Black Metal ASMR, and my friend who was helping me do the video, he said, oh yeah, your makeup almost looks like Joker. You know, it'd be cool if you did like a Black Metal Joker type thing where you ask, hey, you want to know how I got these scars? And a picture of Varg pops up. And I was going to do it right then, but for the longest time I thought, you know what, if I'm going to go through all that trouble to put on face paint and dye my hair green, then I should do something, more than just like a 5-second skit. So that's where the song came from. Combine 047. Do you enjoy Immolation and will you do a video on them? I love Immolation. Dawn of Possession is unbelievable. Metal Militia 1315. How do you get your non-metalhead friends to stop teasing you about being emo or Satan worshiper? Well, you kick them in the balls, generally. Gerard Dove, did I say that right? Thanks for getting me into In Tune, bro. Left Hand Path is fucking rad. Hey, it's a classic album. I hear something new every single time I listen to it. It's a masterpiece. One of the best albums ever made. I love it to death. Let's see. Soda Boob's phone. What made you want to make reviews about a whole band? Generally, at this point, if I do a video on an entire band, I want to be sure that they're broken up for good at this point. Like, in the beginning, I know I did the Autopsy, the Carcass, and the the Obituary videos at the very beginning. But my mistake was that I would have to keep updating those videos as soon as a new album came out. So, the reason it's safe to do a grief video is because they've been broken up for a long time and they're probably not going to get back together again. I know that there's the Come to Grief side project thing going on, but I mean not the actual grief. So, oh Lord, let's see. NN, coolest band member you've ever met? Well, in person, I want to say Carl Sanders because he was just a cool dude. Like, he's so quiet and collected and everything. Shook his hand and he was just really nice. And John Tardy. I mean, I know I only shook his hand and talked to him for like 5 seconds, but that was really cool. I saw him after one of the obituary shows, like after they finished their set, and I shook his hand. I said, "I fucking love you, man." He was like, "I love you too, man. It's fucking awesome." It's really awesome. The Lying Hot Dog. I made it. I like the face paint. Why, thank you. Definitely. Metal hockey loving tomboy. How long are you staying on, man? I just got here. Well, I was hoping it could just be an hour thing. We're at the 55-minute mark at this point, but I mean, maybe an hour and a half. I don't know. I mean, everybody really likes these live streams. I mean, it's not going to be a 3-hour thing like my Instagram ones are, but not anyone important. You got me into Possessed with the first death metal album video. Thanks. Hey, absolutely. Alvin Devora. What is your favorite pizza topping? Well, I'm a simple guy. I like pepperoni. I mean, I can eat pepperoni and sausage. I can eat Canadian bacon. I can eat ham on pizza. I used to order it with double pepperoni. And part of that's because of the Teen Titans show. Like in the first episode, Cyborg orders double pepperoni. But, I mean, I'll tell you what I don't like on pizza. I don't like onions at all. Hate it. And I hate pineapple on pizza. I hate it. Hate it. Mr. Green asks, do you like mushrooms on pizza? Yeah, sure, I like mushrooms, but I'm not, Pure North, do you support the rainbow flag? Why do you keep asking me all these gay questions? Of course I'm all about LGBT rights and stuff, but I'm not. I'm straight. By the way, thank you for getting me into Gold. They kick ass. Machine Head 55. Well, thank you. They're definitely one of the best thrash bands ever. Brie Perez, do you put hot sauce on your pizza? I put hot sauce on everything. Everything. Like that Tabasco sauce, they have that habanero sauce, just unfucking believable. And you guys have probably already seen the Days Insanity sauce video that I did about a year ago. It's just unbelievable. Matthew McGinn, what's your favorite flavor Mountain Dew? The original. I mean, you just can't go wrong with the original. I don't care how many different flavors they try, but you know, the original is just really fucking good. Lord. Machine Head 55. Can you do a vinyl video on any other Swedish death metal band? I'd love to do a video on Dismember someday. And I've been wanting to do a video on At the Gates, but now that they're back together, like I said, I can't do a whole video on their whole catalog. Tasty Nugget. How much do you hate Slipknot if you do? I don't like them, but I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's just one of those things where I pop in a Queensryche album and forget about everything else. Cheers from Italy. Thank you. Rosalie LaPlante, do you like folk metal? Absolutely. I mean, it's got to be a certain type of band, though. Like, Oliver's pretty good, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit around and listen to things I'm not going to be in the mood for. And which YouTuber that you haven't collaborated with would you like to in the future? Well, we've got a long day ahead of us if I start answering that question. I mean, I'd love to do some with Nostalgia Critic, even though I don't know what I do with them. Angry Video Game Nerd, obviously, he's the best. You know, obviously, Black Metal Werewolf, White XM, J-Off Films if I can, Infidel Amsterdam, Emily Herweg if she's interested in anything. Let's see, Metal Monsters, always welcome anytime. Heavy Metal Entertainment, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Let's see. Metalhead Hideout. All Shall Fall or Sons of Northern Darkness? Please answer. I've been trying so hard. Sons of Northern Darkness. I mean, it's just a masterpiece, you know? Mr. Green asks, favorite YouTube drummer? Spiky Drummer. He's actually where I learned how to drum from. Can you move back like 2 feet for me, please? Oh, but I gotta be in the center right here. Mark Mental, do you have Altars of Madness on vinyl? If so, do you plan on reviewing it? I do have it on vinyl. The FDR reissue. Sounds really good. I mean, I might do a review on it, but it's Altars of Madness. It doesn't need to be reviewed. Would I do a video with Jared Dines? I would love to do a video with Jared Dines. I mean, come on. It's Jared fucking Dines. Thoughts on Impaled? Sure. They're great. They're Impaled. They're one of Sean McGrath's bands. It's obviously good. Smasher 37, Swiss or Pepperjack? Pepperjack. It's actually my favorite. Dangerous Melon, Dave Lombardo or Paul Bastoff? Well, I don't know. Dave's pretty awesome. I like Paul a lot too. I mean, if Dave's not going to get his act together, or if they can't get along with Dave, then obviously Paul, I don't have a problem with him being in the band. An extremely disgruntled demo man asks, what size shoe do you wear? 11.5D. Got a wide foot. Brie Perez, Doritos or Lay's? Doritos. Raymond Penland, would you like to go to Wacken one day? I would love to do that. I would love to do that. It'd be great. I mean, I'd be more inclined to go to like the Netherlands Death Fest or Maryland Death Fest, but Mr. Green, do you like Uprising by Entombed? It's okay. Just stick with the first 3 albums and leave them alone. Alright, well, we're at 61 minutes here. I think it is about that time to call it a day, but before I go, I just want to say thanks to everyone for subscribing, watching, sharing the videos. We now have 10,000 subscribers on the channel, so this is gonna be a great adventure. Let's see, one more joke. Okay, I'll tell one more and then I gotta go. I'm trying to think of one. Man, I can come up with these all day, but I can't. Man, I can't even come up with one. Fuck it. Anyway, talk to y'all soon.